Alright, so hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing an update on the Legends Tower. We haven't had much news on this since about June of this year, so it has been a minute since really anything new has happened with the Legends Tower, but we have had some new updates about this building. So basically two things have happened, but they are connected. I will talk about those in a second. But first, I'm going to do a brief overview of the Legends Tower. If you don't know what this building is, or if you haven't seen my previous videos about this or anything like that. So we're just going to do a real quick overview of this building. So this is a 1,907 foot tall skyscraper that is to be constructed in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This would become the tallest building in America by 130 feet. That's over the One World Trade Center in New York, and as well would become one of the top 10 or whatever, tallest buildings in the world. So it would be actually top 5, I believe. So this would be a very, very big project, and it is coming in 2 phases. The first phase is those 3, if you can look in the renderings here, the 3 smaller buildings and podium there at the base would come first. They're about 300 or so feet tall. That would be phase 1. And then phase 2 would be the building of the actual Legends Tower you see right there. That would be the phase 2. So groundbreaking on the project was expected to be happening in the 4th quarter of this year, and that has been pushed back to sometime in 2025. So that is the first kind of development we have here, is that the beginning of the construction has been pushed back. And the reason for that is there have been some complaints and issues raised by the FAA and airports around the area with concerns about the height. So the director of the local airport kind of authority has went to the FAA with some complaints about saying that this would possibly endanger aircraft or increase circling time for pilots before being able to land at the multiple airports around there, as well as the Air Force base nearby to this building as well. So the FAA sent their comments to the developers, and the developers are working with them currently right now to do any collaboration that will be needed for the continuation of the project, of course. So we'll have to wait and see if they're going to have to reduce the height to actually get it built. If the comments were just about, working together somehow with the same height to keep it that way. I'm not quite sure what they're talking about, obviously. So I will probably have another update once the news on that has come out, if it has been kind of, approved by the FAA or whatever, which I thought this was already approved by the FAA. I thought that already happened. So I'm not sure if they're, after those comments by the people from the airports or whatever, they're kind of going back and reviewing it, or if they're just kind of talking about it. But obviously it is putting a little bit of a delay on this project, so it has been pushed back the start of construction. So that's kind of your update here on the Legends Tower in Oklahoma City. This would become, of course, the tallest building in the country, so this is one we are definitely watching very closely. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.